So welcome back to the channel, welcome back. So about the last video, it didn't end well. I didn't get arrested. Luckily the policeman felt sorry for me, not only for my heap of rubbish Porsche Boxster, but also for my failing body. And I managed to get it back to Jack, and there were only about 3 or 4 other big plumes of smoke like there was when the policeman stopped me. So now I'm out in the car again. I've just got rid of the fuel light because I've stopped for petrol, but the check engine light is on, the brake pad sensor light is on, and once I got back to Jack's after the last video, I interviewed him for 10 minutes and we talked about this car. And so what I've done is I've distilled that 10 minutes down into the single nicest thing he said about the car, and here it is. How many years have you been working on Porsches? Ow!
Well, since 2004.
And
15 years.
And you're...
That's probably the worst Boxster 2.7 I've ever seen in my life.
Let's say that again.
That's probably the worst Boxster 2.7 I've ever seen in my life.
So that's where we are. Now he did qualify that comment, and he said it's the worst 2.7 986 Boxster that he's ever seen that's in use and has an MOT. Obviously he's seen others that have just been broken up, but I mean the things that are wrong with it now, because obviously let's list what he's fixed to get it to this stage that I can drive it like this with all of those noises that it's making. The oil separator, he did that, and I've now been driving it for 16 miles and it hasn't done that plume and smoke thing. He replaced one of the radiators, which was just, coolant was just pouring out of it even when it wasn't pressurized and it wasn't running. And he changed one of the fans. Now, since then, the temperature has been perfect. I've left it idling, I've driven it now, and I shouldn't really be pushing it because of that noise, but the temperature hasn't wavered from 880. It's bang in the middle. It's kind of quite nippy. It doesn't have the same sort of almost visceral go as my 911, and it doesn't have it doesn't go quite so far in each gear as the 911, which is probably a good thing. Anyway, so let's take stock of what still needs doing. The suspension that you can hear rattling away, that I don't want to go around a bend fast. I'm terrified driving it. It's actually a rattling noise. I feel like a wheel's about to come off. The other noise that you can hear is the timing chain guides. So they are just clicking away, making tons of noise. The next thing is, or the third thing, is the brakes on the back. Barely anything left of the discs. There's obviously the pads are done because the light's on and they are almost down to the metal. And these are just the things that need, to make it more drivable. And I think the last thing is the CV boots on the back, the outer CV boots. They are just gaping holes in them. Just gaping holes. Letting in the dust, letting in the muck, letting in the mud, letting out the grease. So they're not insignificant things. Now then, that means because those things aren't insignificant, it's a lot of money, and this car is not worth that. I've spent, including buying it, £3,000 on it already, and now I can take it out for a drive. That's literally all that's happened. Is it going to pass an MOT? Probably not on those brakes because the light's on now. I could just change the pads, but there's not enough left of the disc. I mean, I could change the pads just to keep it going. I wouldn't do it myself because I don't have a garage and the weather's turned. Obviously, the thing is, it's really disgusting inside. I mean, really disgusting. It smells. There's about 10 air fresheners everywhere, and and again, the weather's turned. I can't just get the top down and shampoo all of it. The previous owner did something like almost 70,000 miles in it, so was doing kind of 20,000 miles a year, but didn't do an oil change and didn't really do any of the maintenance. I mean, things like there's screws missing up here that hold the roof closed. They've been replaced with wood screws, and the bits over here that hold the roof in, they've got screws missing, the torque screws missing. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But I mean, what are the good things? It's complete. If I clean the interior, it should come up okay. It's got good wheels. It's got the GT3 wheels. I mean, I could make more than my money back if we broke it. But I don't really want to break it. That wasn't the whole point of this. It was to resurrect it. So I need some kind of sponsorship or something. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to be. So I need to think about that, and I'll come back to you on the next video. What I should have said at the beginning was thank you so much for watching. Clicking like, commenting and subscribing. It motivates me to keep going because I'm getting to that stage where I've got zero money. I've literally got nothing left. So I think the 912 is going to have to go. Because that's the one that can get me a bit of money. The 912, this, and the MG, and obviously Pongo. Pongo is the Golf Estate, the £300 shed for the tip, and that has been christened Pongo by my daughter. And that's it. I think I'm close to giving up. This has not worked out. But anyway, thank you for watching, and hit like, hit subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you maybe on the next video. If I haven't died from like burning oil smell and stuff. Yeah.